Okay, Jimbo, first of all, let me just say it's been my honor to help you.
I appreciate that. It was an honor to have you as a friend
And a neighbor.
and
You live there, I live here. Okay? And when you came to me with your mold problem, I, I helped you fight it. And with that being posted, the same day they gave you a paper after Thanksgiving, they're going to come help you. And it's been my honor to help you, Miss Nancy, and everybody. Now, you did ask me the other day we made one video about what caused me to quit. We're going to go into that real quick. That's the dignity and integrity.
Yeah.
And I got to, repeat that. Okay, so let's sum it up. We know one reason was, Social Security hit me hard and heavy. They want you to work and then they hit you. The second was, and you know this now, and other people are going to know, so I have to do this. I had actually, let me start from the beginning to do it right. When I had went in on this particular Monday, I invented a joke on Sunday with a couple of friends of mine. I went into a business and my weight loss has been a big concern since the accident. But anyway, we were going into this business. And of course I said, I don't know why New Yorkers think their blinkers are optional. I wish they would just use them. And you agree. And, I'm from the holler. I'm from down here, okay? We use our blinkers. But I said, I don't know why New Yorkers think they're optional. Had a couple of buddies behind me on this Sunday. Monday is a day I don't work, but anyway, let's go back to the joke. I turn around, and the New York guy turns around, and let me do my New Yorker. Here we go. You ready? He turns around, and he says, you know where you are? And I said, no, I'm from the holler, and you're from New York, so I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me. He says, I am. You're just a crippled douchebag with a nice motorcycle. My friends, of course, wanting to beat the living hell out of him, I said, shh, I got this. I said, why would it be so bad? I said, you're right, sir. I am a crippled douche with a bag full of women. Why would it be so bad to be a crippled douche? Isn't that what ladies use to clean themselves? Everybody laughed, including the New Yorker, because instead of taking that negative, now I own it. I transferred that behavior. So I always usually take a negative and turn it into a positive. Now, I go into the store the next day. Like I said, that was a Sunday. And unfortunately, it was on a Monday. My boss was sick. I could tell he was sick. Loved the job, loved the people, loved the customers. And like I told you in the last video, I'm not going to take my frustrations, what's going on in this apartment complex, out on the customers or my boss or anything. But anyway, he was sick. So I seen that. He says, common cold. I said, whatever, man. I went home, rode my bike back here, rolled right up to the door, hopped off, went in, got my last 2 sinus and cold, went back up, slid them underneath the door. I was walking to go out the building, and I seen a big guy from the gym. Big muscular guy, takes himself real serious. His name is Joseph, and people are welcome to look up the comments. But I seen him coming in, and keep in mind, it's not a day that I work. I went in to talk to my boss about actually taking some time off to maybe gain some weight, because it's been scarish, and, focus on gaining that weight and a little more muscle from the accident. So, but anyway, I'm walking to the front of the store. This guy walks in, and I go, can I help you? Oh, let me stop there. Janae said, focus on your comedy. And remember, I invented that joke the day before. So I said, can I help you, sir? He said, no. And I said, don't be a douche with a bag full of women. He totally missed the whole bag full of women to make him giggle. He got online and left a comment saying that an employee called him a douchebag. Did not call him a douchebag. I said, don't be a douche with a bag full of women. So this dude obviously he's a friggin' idiot and can't listen. Big and deaf, I guess. That's what we're going to say. His name's Joseph. I know that much. Anyway, I walk out, get on the bike. I show up 2 hours early for work the next day, which is a Tuesday. Okay. I go in early, super early, because we don't even open until 8. I'm there at like 6, 6:50 something, maybe 7. Miss Kate, who I absolutely love and adore, just like I like all the employees. I go in and I said, Miss Kate, can I just move the stuff out front? You know, I'm not worried about on the clock, off the clock. You know, at that time, I'm a customer. If I want to help doing something, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Just like the joke. The joke was made on my time off, not their T-shirt. I may work there, but I'm considered a customer, right?
That's right.
So she says, oh, you're not even supposed to be here yet. So I mumble going to the door, open the door because the lights ain't even on. And I'm, like I said, I'm there 2 hours early because I'm always hurting, always, you know, just wanted to be there to focus my, because I don't take anything for my pain. I just focus it towards something else. You know what I'm saying? And turn around, and of course, it ends up being that Miss Kate says, oh, you're not even supposed to be here until 9. So I said, oh, well, I mumble, I was just going to help. Went out, sat on my bike until about 8:50 something. 8:57 I was going to clock in, and she approaches me, and we clock in right at where the front door is, where customers can come in. She says, okay, a comment was made the other day, and I said, oh, I know what you're talking about. The guy's more of an acquaintance. I'll go talk to him. I'll make it right. She says, no, you won't. So I snap my head from the computer and look at her, and I say, excuse me? You can't tell me who I can and who I can't make it right with. I said, I'll go make it right with him. She says again, no, you won't. I said, okay, the joke I made on Monday was without my shirt on, without my tag on. Yeah, I work for you, but on my time off is my time.
Right.
Okay? Not yours. Once again, you're not going to tell me who I can and who I can't go make it right with. The comment isn't that bad. He doesn't even mention a name. But that's that, right? So, and I said, if you don't like that, you can can me now. She said, you know what? You could just go home. Bub can deal with you in the morning. And I'm like, geez, talk about being childish, really, is what I'm thinking. Because I already said what I said. She said what she said. I'm there to work. I was there 2 hours early. All right? The professional thing would have been, if you wanted to talk to me about this comment, lead it up to the back. I'll take it like a pro, but don't do it right there at the front door. Okay? That was the issue. Now, am I mad at Miss Kate for saying that? No, because I said, no, he won't. Walked out the store, said I won't be back because I knew Social Security was being part of an issue as well. And that's an issue with Social Security. But that's the first poll on dignity and integrity. I'm not mad at Bub, Miss Kate, anybody. Love all those people. Loved all the customers, helping them. You know, that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I love that job. Just like in security, you know what I'm saying? And I turned around, I rode down to the brother in store, shook Bub's dad's hand, said, it's been an honor. He looked at me and said, same here. I said, you have a wonderful day, sir. He said, you too. I walked out, hopped on my bike, ain't looked back. You know, you got to move forward in life. So that was the first thing with the integrity, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And dignity. Now, can't make this shit up. Months later, big 6-foot guy in a restaurant, Mexican restaurant we go to. He sees me, he sees Renee there, and we walk through the restaurant. We're going to eat outside, not around all the people. And he walks out and he says, hey, you, come here. And I'm reading his body language, and I realize he really wants to talk to her and me about something. So then he says, can you come in and make my old lady laugh? And I want to talk to her for a minute. I said, okay. And this did happen to me on the job, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't want to come back on Ace. Ace is a wonderful place to work, you know what I mean? So, but the guy says, he says to her, can I tell you what I seen on the back of his chair? This wasn't the first time the kid did it. Let me tell you, the first time the kid did it, he put a bunch of little signs on the back of my chair, and they said, I'm a fag, I'm a retard, I'm slow in the head, give me time, I'm in a wheelchair, right? Went to Bub, said, hey, look, can you do something about it? He said, nobody had touched your chair ever again. Now, that's a firing offense because that was actually on the clock. And so I turn around, and the guy says, the next time we had this incident was months later. This guy's telling me what he's seen on the back of my wheelchair was a big paper sign taped to the back of my wheelchair saying, "I'm Trav. I'm a fag. I suck dick. Leave me be." Okay. And I remember him tearing it off my chair as he's telling me. He threw it down the aisle, and he's telling her this, and he's getting really loud. He's a really big dude, about 6'6", 300 pounds. And he says, yeah, it pisses me off. So I look at the guy and I say, why does it piss you off so bad? I know I ain't none of those things. It's a teenager thinking he's picking on a guy in a wheelchair. I know I ain't gay. I know I ain't this. I know I ain't that. I said, I believe it to be transference of behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody that has their own issues and they're trying to, you know what I mean? And I said, why does it bother you so bad, sir? And he says, because I have a handicapped son. And at your age, you shouldn't have to put up with that shit. Why isn't that person fired? I said, well, it is what it is. I've already left the business anyway. But she's looking at me because she's like, why didn't you say anything about either one of them to me? I said, because I'm a grown-ass man. I know I ain't none of those things. And then the man says to me, why in the fuck doesn't it bother you? I said, because I've been fighting people my whole life. From the time I was knee-high to where we are now. And if you notice, all my fights are for, like having your service dog, helping a guy like you, helping Miss Nancy so her car doesn't get stolen. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Anyway, so we turn around and I said, because I can take any negative and turn it into a positive and show you it's transference of behavior. Here's where the joke comes in. He's heard it 100 times. I said, the kid comes into the hardware store with a perm, and he plays soccer. I had to say that 3 times to the man. He says, what the fuck does that got to do with anything? I said, well, he comes in with a perm. He's a white boy. They wear those shorty shorts in soccer, and he takes balls coming at him all day. What's that tell you? A perm, and he takes balls coming at him all day because he plays soccer? There's the joke, everybody. And so that was your dignity and integrity is being pulled from you. Like if you're in security, I had a big guy get pissed off at an employee, and the employee said, he walks out of the building for about, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, walks back in. I said, you feeling all right? Because I can tell by his body language, he's frustrated. He says, no, I'm going to go kick this person's ass for not giving me my lighter back after I let him use it. I'm like, okay, good Lord. So then the guy turns around, and I have it on video. Guy turns around, and I ask him again just before he leaves, are you okay? And he says, no, I do security work, and I got stabbed the other night at the bar. Okay, that's not security work, that's bouncing. It is somewhat, but all you're really doing is you're pretending to be Patrick Swayze. Okay, this guy is a little big to be the cooler. I don't see him doing a roundhouse. But anyway, I turn around and I'm like, and he says, I got stabbed right here. It went in about this deep, and I'm like, okay, then why would you come to this job if that really happened, right? And he's also, and so I kind of lift my eyebrows a little bit, I didn't roll my eyes, and he says, if I catch you rolling your eyes at me again, because he says he also does security for the upcoming rappers, and I'm thinking there ain't no upcoming rappers really in Ocala. You know what I'm saying? We're talking Cali, New York, and all that. And so I let this guy talk. It's pretty funny. It's hilarious. So like I said, I lift my eyebrows like, oh geez, this guy's got some stories, because he's even told me how he's in with this other security guard, and him and this other security guard ran down the street with the cops chasing these people. And I'm like, no, you didn't, because cops aren't willingly going to let you run down the street, whether you have your licensing to do it or they're not going to do that. Cops would never let you be put in harm's way. So I listened to him tell me this story, and I know he does know this other, person, this security guard, Chris, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This guy works at this business, and I'm listening. I let them talk. That's what I do. And then that's when he said, if I catch you rolling your eyes at me again, I'll tighten your ass up, bounce you out of here. And I'm like, so when he comes in the building, I said, let me get this straight. Did you threaten me? And this dude's as big as an ox. So he ain't running. Plus he smokes. Okay, what are you really protecting? All right? But I said to the guy, I said to him, let me get this straight. Did you threaten me? And he tries to play it off. Ha ha, it was a joke. And I said, you may be big as an ox, but I'm not afraid of you one little bit. As he walks into the back saying, watch yourself, watch yourself. Then he goes and gets his little manager. She comes out. And I tell her what I heard and what I said. I said, come on, that's what we're here for. Are you feeling all right? Because you don't want somebody to walk back in a business, okay? Or go out to their car because they're pissed off over a lighter, okay? And grab a weapon like a knife or something and go back there just, chopping everybody up. Who knows? You know what I mean? I'm like, especially me. I don't want to, that's why I'm asking you what's the matter with you. What the hell? So you get a good consensus on the person, and an idea of where their mindset is, because this company fired somebody on Veterans Day, was a veteran who, in fact, suffers from, like he said, a mental illness. What's from stopping the veteran from going home? You got to know the person's mindset. I don't take a lot with me. I just show everybody what's online, you know what I mean? Or what I know on the lining of it, and that's why I, ask how you doing, because if you could go out to your car and get something, or you could go home, drive back, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a badge to get in this building or anything to get in if you got a gun blowing the door in, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I say, come on. And I don't let people get me mad. You see how I take a negative and turn it into a positive. I mean, I just made fun of that guy because he's big as an ox. I don't see him running anywhere. And you might want to do some up and downs
Yeah.
and some jogging before you tell me you're guarding up and coming rappers. Get the hell out of here. You ain't guarding nobody. And for you to get stabbed the night before, I'm like, come on. So as I listen to this shit, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. And the other stuff that I'm going to post, like you already know. The narcissistic people, you've listened, you've seen them. They're full of themselves. Me, I know who I am. I'm just a guy that fights in what he believes in. I'm no better than you, just like you're no better than me, right?
That's right.
And nobody's no better than anybody. There's not one person here, including you, that doesn't have red in their ledger. And even those jokes at Ace that the kid made, which is transference of behavior, and their issues, it's actually their issues. The truth is, because, man, that kid would wear some tight pants. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't realize dudes wore pants that tight either. Like, good Lord. And I'm the one? Yeah, okay. But they tend to pick on people that may be in a wheelchair because they see them as a weak.
Weak.
Yes, and what it is I was very confident. I always got good. I've always got good comments from customers. I miss the customers. I miss the employees. Even I could have handled leaving better. I just said, no, see you later. I didn't get mad at her. I would just threw my head up because I had my buddy on the phone too. I was like, you heard it. Go home. And it was said with bass, so it was like, don't bother coming back. But am I mad? No, that's one of the best places to work. Nice people, great opportunity, great place to be. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't want people to judge what, like I said, I kept all this in, but this big biker guy is the one that said, I ought to go down there and kick the motherfucking door in. Relax, dude, it's done and over with. And I just made that joke. Perm. And he plays soccer for a living, so he takes balls coming at him 24/7. Not a big deal. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could take anything and turn it into a positive. Now that everybody knows that, how do you feel? We already know the office has been unfair with you. Do you have anything that you'd like to add about anything at all?
No, I just put it.
And today is Thanksgiving, and you're happy about where you're going. Look at you, snazzed up and ready to go, bud. Man, I'm happy. Happy for you going out. And you know, just like you, before I started saying, Jimbo, you need to get up and take a walk. Because you used to help neighbors in here, you know, keep yourself busy, you know, like one of those greeters at Walmart kind of. Only you were helping all the neighbors, and then that just went away, and you were like, shit, I ain't got nothing to do. And I said, you know what, man, go take a walk, man. That's what somebody encouraged me to do. And I helped you, and next thing you know, you're just out meeting people, going and doing things. Ain't that great for you?
It sure is.
I'm glad I pushed you for those things. I really, you know, for as hard as I push people, like I tell them, I push myself even harder. And I try to get you to realize the potential in you, who you are. And that makes me feel good. Because you did. You said, you know what, you little shit. I'll take a walk. And you did. And in doing so, that was a good part. Hey, Scott. Now we should mess with you. Have a good one. Have a good one, guys.
That's the one I got.
All right. So, in closing, see, just like that, you're sociable. Oh, look at you. You're a regular ladies' man. I see. You talk. He talked right to the ladies, you guys. See how he did that? He was like, I like your bike. Look at him looking like he's Mr. Sean John. Good man, man. And he'll admit, you know, I've helped him out in pushing him towards doing these things and being more confident in talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you do that, and you have to be sociable, that's what both jobs have taught me. You were like, nobody wants to say hi. Well, you say hi to them first, right?
I always do.
And then,
Some of them do say hi, a lot of them don't, and I take it. So what?
yeah, but what has it taught you? Most of them do say, hey,
Yeah,
and now they've
do.
gotten to know your name,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And then you can tell them how you're a vet. You're a great dude, man.
yeah.
And I'm glad that it pushed you towards those goals. Just like he says, don't give up, Trav, on this on them. You helped me with my apartment. Hopefully, they can resolve it because you've met their criterias. Your bike's been gone. It's being fixed, as you know. You know, it's a part, and unfortunately, it's a nationwide shutdown.
Yeah.
We can't get the part. He said that yesterday, right?
Oh, yeah.
He drove me all the way there, and I said, come on, guys, I really want to get back on the road. And I was trying to work a deal out, and it just, you know, I was like, come on, is there something we could do?
Playing a stupid word-around game.
Well, the nationwide shutdown isn't. It's just one of them things.
Yeah.
But once we get it, we get it.
Yeah.
And that'll be a good thing. But, you know, I met all their criteria, have I not?
Definitely.
The bike was being parked in the parking lot. In that spot next to that truck, if you guys can see it. And that spot right there next to the truck that you're seeing with the tree and this open spot right here, not so much the truck. That's not a parking spot. It's actually illegal for me to park there. So they have to actually sign a paper saying it's okay and restripe the parking lot. There's a lot of stuff that they need to do, right, Jimbo?
Oh, definitely. But
And that's it.
all involves with
Money. There you go, my man. But they're taking care of your stuff.
money.
And I'm glad
money.
I could. Dude, I am so happy that they're at least going to fix your stuff. The fact that I may not get a tub, which I'm entitled to by law, just like you're entitled not to live under mold, or cabinets, or a barn door for my place, who cares? At least they're taking care of you, bro. I meant every word I said in that video. And I'm glad that it's getting done. It's ironic I posted that video and the same day they give you a paper.
First, there's two not here yet. See what happens.
We will. But let's hope for the best, my man. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. With that being said, you guys, Jim and I are going to wave to you.
Take care. Happy Thanksgiving to whoever's listening.
Good man.
Or Merry Christmas.
Well, no, it's getting posted like right now.
Yeah, all right.
And then you guys will get all the other videos that I am going to post. And you'll be privileged to what I have dealt with and how terrible it is and how much I've had to deal with. And this is the day of my accident, and it's been a pretty decent day. So that being said, see you guys later.